There's barely any facts or history we could find on this week's featured whiskey, so let me take this opportunity to remind you of the 3 best ways to help this show. Share, comment, and subscribe. Nerds Drink Whiskey is now on both iTunes and Spotify. We need subscribers on both platforms, so please subscribe today. For more info, go to nerdsdrinkwhiskey.com/listen. Now, on with the show.
All right, hey everybody, welcome to a very special Halloween episode of Nerds Drink Whiskey. We realize that this is going to post the day before Halloween, the day after Halloween, Samhain.
Halloween comes from the Celtic holiday of Samhain.
But we're still celebrating Halloween. But we have a very special guest, the person who inspired this entire show to exist. This is a friend of mine since 7th grade. We won't say how many years ago that was.
5, 6.
5, 6, something like that, yeah.
100.
But anyways, I flew down to his house in Arizona, and we sampled like a whole bunch of different whiskeys right before he put me on a plane. And I fell in love with the adventure of trying all these different whiskeys. And that was the inspiration of this show. So today is after over 200 episodes of the show, we finally got the person that inspired the show to exist, Robert Savoy. So Robert? Yeah.
Hi. Thanks for having me. I appreciate being here. This is a nice surprise.
Yeah.
It's good to be able to surprise you and shock Jeremy just a little bit.
Yeah. So
We've been friends forever.
Well, yeah. So me and Jeremy have known him for decades. These two guys are just now meeting him. But yeah. So and he was also the best man at my wedding. Made my rather burly biker stepfather cry like a little girl.
He's crying. He's crying!
When he read a letter that somehow he was able to get through without crying about why I don't have my original last name anymore, but we took my stepfather's name, and yeah, so lots of history.
And it helped you run away from
school.
And
it helped me run away when I was in junior year in high school, yeah. So, anyways, today we're reviewing Wolcott Kentucky Straight Bourbon. Jeremy was obsessed with trying to find some information online about this whiskey and barely found anything. There's some connection to Costco. There was, what was it, Buffalo Trace owned them at one time? Jim Beam owned them at one time, then Buffalo Trace bought them, and it's currently made by Sazerac. So, Sazerac, but it's a brand that's been kind of traded around, who actually distills it and who actually ages it.
It says it's all aged by them.
Okay.
Very old Barton, 1792 distillery in Bardstown, Kentucky.
So
Okay.
they work out of an old distillery. Obviously, the people there aren't that old. So,
and it's saying that the bottle itself says Louisville, Kentucky. So
Yeah.
that's the actual distilling plant. I'm guessing is in Louisville.
All right. So I think it's time we take 2 slow sips, and so while we take two slow sips, Dark Helmet, do your thing.
Ludicrous speed.
Okay, that's going to be a really hard edit. So why don't we? I'm going to fast forward through all that. So if you guys could repeat that,
no problem.
Again, but for the folks at home this time.
Yeah, now for the folks at home. So Bob, since you are our guest, What's your the taste, the mouthfeel, the finish?
Yeah, the initial smell and taste was nice. Had a nice flavor to it. I'm going to be stealing some of you guys' thunder, but like I said, it ended kind of quickly, but I like the flavor a lot.
That's what she said.
It's got a very quick, sharp bite.
Yes, sure.
But
Yeah.
it's good, but it is very it doesn't linger at all.
Yeah.
Gabe, what's your thoughts?
Honestly, I was honestly going to agree with Bob right off the bat. To tell you the truth, I was very impressed by the flavor right off. It wasn't overbearing. It had a nice, a nice, good, real smooth, mellow flavor to it. Nothing really sharp or like trying to draw away from it at all. Now, the finish I was not really impressed with because it just went away almost immediately. I don't like that. I like that to linger on the end of my tongue for just a second so I can actually, enjoy what I've just tasted.
You don't feel it going down at all.
No.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
No,
So-
but other than that, the mouthfeel was actually, it was pretty good. It was nice all around. It wasn't overbearing, and it didn't burn like my cheeks or anything like that, so I enjoyed having it in my mouth for a couple of seconds and moving that stuff around. It was nice.
That's what he said.
Jeff?
Yeah, no, definitely an improvement on the South shot that we had last time. Flavor is always my highest priority usually, and so yeah, this is really nice flavor. I couldn't really tell you what, like, it's got some like more fruity notes to it in there, like I think like cherry maybe. Something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Now that you mention it, yes, on the initial.
Yeah.
the
So yeah,
initial
there's like
tongue roll.
there's nice cherry and obviously all the
Cherry
normal.
wood cask. That's expensive.
Now, I've been doing a lot of
Sherry
cask
cask, maybe.
strength, a lot of cask strength whiskeys, lots of Irish whiskeys, and I think this was obviously better than the South Shot, which doesn't take much.
Oh, yeah.
It does have more depth than the South Shot, but it doesn't have as much depth as I was hoping, and it doesn't have. For a 90 proof, it's a little smooth.
Oh.
So I'm thinking that for a 90 proof, I think that they may have been a little too aggressive on the filtering. But it's not bad. For $30, you could get better. You could get worse. Yeah, I don't know. Jeremy, what's your thoughts?
Right now, I'm feeling the slight burn on the inside of my lips and on the front of my tongue. But on like initial taste, there is just a very smooth. It rolls, hits the middle of your tongue. You got that slight sting. Then as it rolls back and it goes down, as they mentioned earlier, there's no. You don't get that the initial lingering.
More lingering.
I just like our last episode. I would recommend this for a beginner.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
is another good beginner
Yeah.
whiskey. Probably a better beginner whiskey than the last one because it's or
Yeah.
maybe a follow up because it's this does have depth, a little bit of depth, but again the bite is not overpowering. So
Yes.
yeah. But all right. Well, unless anybody has any closing remarks,
Well, I was gonna ask what everyone's going for Halloween.
Where's your Halloween spirit?
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go do an easy costume and go for a very grumpy antisocial, which
Oh,
takes
you're
no
going as yourself.
so no costume at all. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
We spend a lot of time getting the house ready. I mean, my wife and I have about 10 hours into the yard so far. We have another about 10 more hours to go. I should
Shouldn't it
be
be
doing.
time to take it down?
Yeah.
Well, see, now the thing with that is you live in Arizona.
Yeah.
I bought a whole bunch of Halloween decorations to put out front, and we have had extremely heavy rain, and I need to find, is there like waterproof Halloween decorations?
Yeah.
It's
Plastic,
yeah,
yeah.
unless I'm going just for straight up plastic skulls, I think I'm SOL until it stops raining. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing. Now, if we're watching this, this is going to air right on Savoy, and because we do update, we do post our new episodes on Friday morning at 5 a.m. Pacific time. But Sunday, I really hope to, as soon as His Dark Materials is done airing on the East Coast, or if you have the HBO Now app like I do, as soon as His Dark Materials finishes airing, I'm going to be doing a live podcast on dissecting what we just watched. And so if you want to just go to the Nerds Drink Whiskey Facebook page, and I will be dissecting with somebody, whoever I can get, to dissect the first episode of His Dark Materials on Sunday. And we will see you next week. We are going to be celebrating NaNoWriMo, and we have a very special 2-week series to celebrate NaNoWriMo. Closing comments.
And if this is airing around Halloween, happy birthday.
Ooh.
I see now. What I'm trying to do is if I don't recognize my birthday, maybe I won't turn 50 next year, right? Is that how the rule goes? If you don't recognize your birthday,
As long as
Age ain't nothing but a number, Mark.
right,
so
right.
just
Yeah.
forget about the number.
Yeah. So,
We went to
but-
high school with you, so we know how old you are.
yeah. No lying about my age with these guys, because they'll one of them will beat me with their container of Metamucil, and the other one will beat me with his cane. So,
Yeah.
but see you next week for another episode of Nerds Drink Whiskey.
Happy Hallows Eve.
Thank you.
Happy Samhain, folks.